in the last stream chat, we worked on getting our first few machines up and running. We now have our enrichment factory and our blast furnace here being used to double all of our ores. We also have our power generation at the back here in the form of the crusher and the biogenerator. We then also have a few machines now from Silent Mechanisms, that being the compressor and the basic alloy smelter, as well as, of course, as having our metallurgic infuser and all of our other stuff lying around just kind of haphazardly right now. So between episodes, what I've done is a little bit more in the way of mining. So you'll see now we have quite a few resources over here. I tried to throw most of the ores directly into this hopper, so now we've got a little bit more in the way of iron and osmium, as well as some tin, some aluminum, some platinum, some nickel. Still not much in the way of copper. And then also, a few more diamonds, some more redstone, all of that kind of good stuff. And to kind of offset the lack of copper that we've been getting, I did also make yet more strainers. So we now have 6 strainers in total. I also used some of our iron to make yet more of these solid survivalist strainers. You can see all of these are fairly new. I made these just this morning. And so now we're getting hopefully quite a nice, consistent stream of copper nuggets. And I also did take out all of this stuff from these first 2 strainers here. So you'll see right away, we've got almost 3 stacks of copper nuggets that we can instantly craft up into copper ingots. Not a crazy number of copper ingots, but 20 copper ingots is better than 0 copper ingots. And so I will definitely take it. And I think one of the first things that I want to work on in today's stream chat is probably silent gear, because I think getting a better set of tools, especially I think getting a lumber axe so we can chop down trees faster, and also getting a hammer so that we can mine in a much larger 3x3 area is going to be super useful for us. Now, to make these, we need blueprint paper. Both of them require we want 5. The lumber axe requires 5 blueprint paper, and the hammer requires 6. So we need 11 blueprint paper in total. The blueprint paper is made with regular paper and infused teslatite dust. The regular paper, of course, nice and easy to make. We do have a little bit of sugarcane lying around. I did harvest my sugarcane area here, and I might even go as far as to maybe put down even more sugarcane, because we might need more paper going forward. And I think 19 should be enough to get us started here. So let's craft up some regular old paper, like so. And then the infused teslatite dust is where things get a little tricky, because for this, you need the enriched or reinforced obsidian dust, and then teslatite in the metallurgic infuser. And as luck would have it, in the last episode, we did go ahead and make 6 refined obsidian dust, and if I am not mistaken, what we can do with that is refine it further, or enrich it further, in the enrichment chamber to get enriched obsidian, because I think it's one of those situations where, again, if we were to put in the refined obsidian, we would get 10 obsidian in the metallurgic infuser, whereas if we enrich it first and then put it in, we get 80 obsidian, and therefore we can do 8 teslatite per 1 refined obsidian dust to essentially get us quite a large amount of infused teslatite dust if we want it. We probably should get some use out of this remaining 5 redstone here, so I will put 5 iron in there just to get us some more of the alloys for that. But then at that point, chat, getting the infused teslatite here should not be too bad. Now, once we actually get the blueprints, the next thing that we have to decide is what we're going to make our tools out of. You'll see if we press U on the lumber axe here, it gives you an example of how you would actually make a lumber axe, or how you make a lumber axe head. And you'll see you just put resources in here. Now, in the example, they're using like a plethora of different resources. I think, especially to start with, we're quite likely to just use the same resource. So if we just put in like 6 or 5 iron ingots with the lumber axe blueprint, that will get us a lumber axe head. If we put in 5 iron with a stick and the blueprint, we actually get a lumber axe that's made of iron. Now, Silent Gear does have a tiering system to its resources. So for example, if you type in tier 1, you'll see things like copper, tin, and zinc are all tier 1 materials, as is cobblestone. You'll see that it says main part, tier 1. And so a lot of resources like flint and brick can be used in the making of materials, or tools even, but they're not quite great. Next up, of course, is tier 2. This is stuff like iron, gold, as well as stuff like silver and gold, refined iron, steel. There's quite a few. And then finally we have, I think, tier 3, which is stuff like diamonds, emeralds, obsidian. We could use that potentially. Platinum, bismuth, compressed iron, crimson steel, etc. Now, I think the last time I played with this, I did try and get crimson steel, because I think crimson steel is quite good. If you press control, you do get a whole host of stats that you can figure out or use to decide what material you want to use to make your specific tool. For example, crimson steel here, which is a tier 3 resource has a harvest speed of 19, so this breaks things very quickly, right? If you make a X, for example, out of crimson steel, it is going to break wood very, very fast. However, if you make a sword out of it, its attack speed is negative 0.1, so it's not going to attack very fast, and its attack damage is only 6, right? I'm fairly certain there are probably weapons or resources with higher attack damage than that, so you really have to find the best resource for the job. Unfortunately, I think crimson steel is a little bit out of our price range just yet. To make it, you need compressed iron ingots, crimson iron ingots, and then pink slime ingots. The pink slime ingots are really the sticking point, because for that, we need pink slime in the old disillusion chamber, which is a little bit too, out of our price range. But, chat, I do think that we can probably make the previous tier, that being this guy right here, the crimson iron ingot. This is a tier 2 pot, but I think it's quite good. It has a harvest speed of 10. If we go to tier 2, is there anything with a better harvest speed than 10? Because especially for our hammer, that can mine in a 3x3 area, I think we definitely want just the highest harvest speed we can get. Gold has a pretty high harvest speed, but it struggles with the durability. Durability of 32 versus durability of 420 is, quite the difference. And in that scenario, it's probably worth the slightly lower harvest speed. And the crimson ingot here is just made by smelting crimson iron ore, which you can find, I think, fairly easily in the Nether. So we did get enough obsidian in the last episode to get a Nether portal up and running. So I think we might do that, chat. I think we might make a Nether portal, head on through to the Nether, and see about getting some crimson steel for at least part of our tour. We can mix and match, of course. We could have like maybe a little bit of crimson steel and then a little bit of gold. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it, but it is definitely something we could do if we wanted to. And hopefully, as long as it has not been tweaked here, chat, we can just craft an iron and a flint together to get flint and steel, and then just go ahead and light this portal on fire. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and enrich at least one piece of obsidian here. We'll take out that infused alloy, and then we can start working with our teslatite. So we'll start with 11, I guess. And if that's the case, we should definitely go ahead and do 2 obsidian, because I'm fairly certain again that this will get us 8. It does indeed. So we'll throw that in there. Slowly but surely, that's going to start getting us the old blueprint paper. And I think whilst we wait for that to do its thing and process over here. Also, we do need to work on power at some point in today's stream, but while we wait for that, let's head on through, chat, to the Nether and see if we can't find just a little bit of this crimson steel or crimson iron ore. We didn't spawn over lava, which is nice. I do see pigmen and endermen, but also, I also see a ghast. Hello, my friend. Right away. First try. Nope. Wishful thinking, chat. Nope. Okay, we can kill this guy. Maybe we can't. Maybe I shouldn't be trying. No, gosh dang it. Let's not die to the first ghast we find. No, come on. Come on. Okay. I was gonna say, you wouldn't do me like that, game. I need to go back. I don't have any food. I do see already. No, don't break the portal. Okay, we should be moving away from the portal. I'm so close to death right at the start. I can't have that gas breaking my portal. A little bit of quartz is also nice. No. It's not the end of the world if he... Okay. It's not the end of the world if he does break the portal. Or at least if he puts the portal out, because I do have a flint and steel. Thankfully, he's moved away. Let me quickly head back and get some food. Oh, no. Ooh! I made it. I think I heard him shatter the portal as I got away, which was a little horrifying. My goodness. But let's turn the sound up, for one. Let's get some food cooking here. Let's also get a bow. Do we have a bow? We don't have a bow. Now, again, I think you can make like a Silent Gears bow. We do have an arrow, though, and I'm fairly certain that we do have string. We do indeed. So let's go ahead and just quickly, whip up one of those, just so we can actually shoot that guy if needs be. But yeah, there is some crimson steel right out of the gate there, which is very nice indeed. Of course, you can't cook food in the regular furnace in this pack, as we learned earlier. We have to cook it in the smoker. But there's our infused teslatite dust, chat. So now, over here, we should be able to make some blueprint paper, and then we should be able to go ahead and craft up the lumberex blueprint and the hammer blueprint. Nice. And of course, you can do this for all kinds of stuff. There are blueprints for, for bows, for pickaxes, for swords, for armor pieces even, slingshots, shears. all kinds of stuff. So we can really, you know, the sky's the limit when it comes to what we want to customize with Silent Gear. But let's see if we can't get just a little bit of Crimson Iron. I think ideally, I don't know if we can put the Crimson Iron into the enrichment chamber to double it. That would be ideal. Let me check real quick. Can we double this? We totally can. Nice. We can throw it in there and then double it out. So I think ideally we want to get about 6 Crimson Steel ore then, in that case. He's quite far away, so I don't think we have to worry about him too much. But we do have some Crimson ore right here at the foot of the Nether portal, which is very nice indeed. And I did see there's quite a bit more kind of over there and over there, despite how janky that zoom in feature is there. Now, we can also grab some Nether quartz. I don't know if we necessarily need it just yet, but we can always use Nether quartz going forward, right? Is there any more up here? I don't see much. Follow-up question, is there an easy way for me to get down? I think there might be. Yeah, this is easy enough. I think this is definitely worth it, chat. I think this is definitely going to be better than using for, like, just iron, for example, as our axe/lumber axe tool. And in fact, that gets us 8. So we could definitely get more, and we might come back for more in the future, but I think for now, 8 is definitely going to do the trick for us. So let's head back and see if we can't make these 2. So we'll just throw all of this into here, let that distribute quite nicely. We could definitely do with some speed upgrades for this, I think, you know, in the near future to keep that going. Well, to make it faster. But to keep everything going, let's grab our shears real quick, and while we wait for that to process all of our ingots, let's get some more leaves for the biofuel. I think we will, at some point in today's stream, probably look at getting a different source of power. People have suggested getting the wind generators for Mechanism, which is something we did look at a little bit in the last stream, but didn't quite have the gold for. I think now we do have significantly more gold, or at least, you know, a little bit of gold, enough to where we can probably make at least 1, potentially 2 wind generators, and thus get some free power rolling in that doesn't require us constantly, you know, supplying the system with leaves. But for now, we will throw both those in there, let the crusher, you know, crush all those up. Our blast furnace is getting to work. I think I will split these amongst our other blast furnace as well, just so we can do this a little bit quicker. And then once we have our tools, chat, I do also want to pivot back over to trying to get a pretty simple but effective pretty pipe system up and running, because I think we can get it done. And we're not too far away. We did start making these compressed iron ingots at the end of the last stream, so I don't think we're too far away from getting at least the crafting station, or the crafting table even, and or crafting interface, I think it might be called. But after that, getting some of the other parts required for the system shouldn't be too bad either. So we've got 16 crimson iron ingots. And so in here, I think what we'll do for now is we will start with the lumber axe. If we do this, this, and this, that gets us a crimson iron lumber axe with fiery 2, malleable 2, as well as harvest speed 3, harvest level 3, sorry, harvest speed 2.5, attack damage 9, durability 840, enchantability 8, and rarity 33. So if we take that, and we head on over here now, no longer the day's chat of having to manually mine every block in the tree. Instead, boom, the whole tree comes tumbling down, as does your frame rate. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's going to be so much easier now for us to deforest large swaths. I think this one might have bugged out because we got rid of the leaves, so it doesn't think it's a tree. Like the axe doesn't think it's a tree because we sheared off most of the leaves there, but that's fine. Most of the trees here should just come tumbling right down, which is very nice indeed. Then on top of that, chat, of course, if we head back and do the same thing with our hammer here, we should be able to drastically increase the speed at which we mine, which would be very nice. So let's do the same with the old lumber axe, something like that, and a stick. Beautiful. And then if we head down over here, what we can probably do, and I did do some more mining here between streams, but we can do something like this. Look at that. It's not that slow at all. It's not super fast by any means, but it's far from slow. And especially for mining, look at that, right away, copper. Especially for mining 9 blocks at a time, it is nice and fast. Unfortunately, it doesn't mine the ores if you don't, like, by default. As you'll see there, it kind of mines around the ores until you mine the ores specifically, but then when you do mine the ores, it does mine the cobblestone around that. So just a little quirk of the system there, but very nice indeed, and should make future mining expeditions much, much easier. Now, you can also upgrade these further. So if we go back to @SilentGear, there are also these tipped upgrades So you can craft these and then put these onto your tool to make them even better than they are. And also you don't have to use a stick as a tool rod. You'll see right now it does say, tool rod underneath a stick. If you type tool rod into JEI here, you can see you can use bones, you can use blaze rods, and in fact, we might even have bones. So we can probably do something like this, I think, and upgrade this. So right now, the bone gives durability, it multiplies the durability by 1.1, and the enchantability by 1.1. It also slightly decreases the harvest speed, so for our users, probably not worth it. It takes the harvest speed from 5 down to 4.5, but does increase the durability from 840 up to 924. Given that this is the hammer, I don't think that's necessarily worth it. The blaze rod, on the other hand, increases the durability and increases the harvest speed as well, whilst decreasing the attack speed. So if we can get ourselves some blaze rods, it could definitely be worth looking at those as a way to increase our mining speed. And of course, there are even more things around here that you can use as well. A stone rod, for example, also increases the harvest speed. That might not be a terrible idea, actually. Does decrease the durability, but does make it faster. So it takes us from a harvest speed of 5 up to a harvest speed of 6, which I think, given that we're going to be mining with this, is probably worth it. In terms of repairing it, you can just craft it with the resource that you use to make it, and it will repair it. So yeah, that's our tool. Those are going to help us tremendously. Now, in terms of pretty pipes right here, we did make the 8 compressed iron, and I believe if we go to at pretty pipes, that gets us pretty close to being able to make the item terminal here. It's just a chest and 8 compressed iron. The compressed iron, of course, made in the compressor with 4 refined iron. So we needed 32 refined iron. The refined iron made in the alloy smelter with iron and sand. So not too bad of a recipe, all things considered. And then if we combine the old chest here with that 8 compressed iron, that gets us the item terminal. And the reason I want this, chat, is because now, if we, for example, get rid of this chest, which isn't really doing anything right now, this was mostly for demonstration purposes, and I do have a paxel, so I should be using that. But if we throw this down, we can now see all of the items in these 2 chests, because these 2 chests are attached by the pipes. And if, for example, we wanted some Teslatite, we could go ahead and specify the amount we want, click request, and that Teslatite is going to be pulled from the system over and into the item terminal. Now, of course, it's not quite as instantaneous or as flashy as something like, refined storage or applied energistics, but given how cheap it is and given how difficult it is for us to get into refined storage in this pack, I think it's definitely worth it. The refined storage stuff has been pushed, I think, much later down on the tech tree. Yeah, so getting to this stuff is a little ways away. And what we can do, chat, is we can go ahead and upgrade this to the crafting terminal, which is very easy to do and provides the exact same functionality, but it also has an inbuilt crafting table. So you can actually craft from within the table as well. You don't have to, back out and move over to another table to get that done, which is going to make it even better. So crafting table, redstone, boom, and boom. And so now, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and I think even shift-click items in. So if we wanted to make a furnace, for example, we can shift-click that in over here, click request. I'm just not sure how the numbers work there. Like, I don't know if we can specify that we want more than one, but if I click request, torch not found. I see. Okay, if I put a torch in our system, then this might work. I also wonder if I can have the torch on me. I assume not, right? But I can do this and send the torch away. So you have like an input. Like if you request something, it comes here. If you want to dump things back into your chest, you can put them in this side here. But now we've done that. If we hit request, it's going to pull 8 cobblestone, 1 torch. I think stick it all into these slots. I assume if we wanted to, we could hit request again. And maybe even like, a few times. And as long as we have the resources for it, it's going to bring them all out and evenly distribute them over here, which is real nice. Again, it's not the fastest thing in the world, and it's not applied energistics, but it's pretty good. And it's going to make our lives, I think, a little easier for what we have right now. I like this. I like this a lot. So for now, we'll go ahead and dump everything back out into here. And we'll probably look at getting more chests. People did recommend in the last stream that we do have a mod. I forget the name of the mod. Expanded storage. This one allows us to craft up iron chests, gold chests, diamond chests, obsidian chests, etc., etc. And so we can use those. I don't know quite how big an iron chest is in this mod pack, but there's only one way for us to find out. So if we do something like this, how big is this iron chest? And I assume you need an iron chest to get to a gold chest. You do indeed. So this is, oh my goodness, select screen type. So we can either have single page screen, scrollable screen or paginated screen. I probably pronounced that woefully incorrectly. For now, we'll go with single page screen because it's not that big. And then you could change screen type later on. I assume if your GUI scale is too big and you go for a chest that is like super large, you might have like a scroll bar like this one, or, you know, multiple pages like that. That's interesting. And then I think we do have the gold, although I do, I was gonna say I do want to hold off. Do we get gold over here? We totally do. So actually, chat, we've got quite a bit of gold now, thanks to our strainers that are putting in the work over here. So I will, I think, upgrade to a gold chest and just take a peek at how good that is. I think even more strainers are warranted, by the way. I think the strainers are very good. And I think it would definitely be worthwhile us investing even more iron into getting even more of those strainers down. The strainers themselves, of course, are just made with wood, and then getting the strainer mesh that goes in there is where the iron comes in. But I think it's definitely worth it. So do you need 8 diamonds? No, just 2 diamonds. Okay, so it is the same as the old iron chest recipe. So this one is much larger, even than a regular double chest, which is very nice. I don't think we'll waste our diamonds on that just yet, but we can, of course, go ahead and put this down, maybe like right here. Let me test if that works. If I put my hammers in, can I? Oh, I can. So you can have multiple chests connected to one pipe as well, which is very nice indeed. Beautiful. All right, that's cool. I like it. So we can store our stuff in fewer and fewer chests. Now, I think ideally, chat, what we want is we want everything connected to pipes, right? So we want this chest here connected to pipes, these chests, this chests, all of our chests should be connected to some kind of pretty pipe so they're all accessible from our crafting table. And I think even more so than that, something I tried to do in the last stream but kind of failed at, I think we would also like to be able to make some of these retrieval modules. Because what these allow us to do is these allow us to basically request certain items to certain locations. So for example, I think we do have some pipes left over. We don't, but we should probably be able to make some, I think, easily enough. Glass not found. Of course. Of course our glass is not found. Do we have glass? I should probably move everything out of here as well into our system. Are we really out of glass? I guess we are, right? The system wouldn't lie to me. Are we out of sand? No, we do have sand. So let's smelt some sand up real quick. But yeah, essentially the export or the retrieval pipe will allow us to, for example, stick a pipe on the side of the blast furnace, specify that we want coal in there, and then that pipe will look at all of the chests connected to our system, and if we have coal, it will send that coal over to the blast furnace to keep it stocked up on coal. And we could do the same thing with our ores. We could put a chest up here, have a pipe sent to that chest, and then have ores sent to that chest as and when they're needed. The downside to trying to make this retrieval module is that it requires a sticky piston, which requires a slime ball, which of course requires that we kill some slimes. However, chat, between streams, I have done some scouting, and as you can see in the distance there, we have a new waypoint. That waypoint is a swamp. And if I'm not mistaken, once night falls, we should be able to go and find some slimes in that swamp biome. Are there better pipes? I don't think so. I think there's just the pretty pipes. There are speed increases, so you can add like speed modules to certain pipes. For example, if we added this kind of low speed increase module here, any item that got here would then speed up for the rest of its journey. So you can add these speed upgrades in to make things go faster. There's also like stack limiters, damage filters, data filters. You know, there's a lot of like filters that you can add to the pipes, low priority, medium extraction. So like, you know, with the priority system, we could add a priority module to like this pipe to make sure that things go here before they go here, or vice versa. So you can really, you know, filter things in quite a detailed way, and even, you know, filter them specifically with actual filters, which is real nice. I think we do also want to, I think ideally, have all of this stuff that's generated by our strainers like automatically sent somewhere. And how expensive are those extraction modules? They're not too pricey, chat. Because at that point, what we could probably do is have like one pipe here connected to all 4 of these strainers with an extraction module that I assume could then pull out into something like a chest like that. Let me try that real quick. Because that seems like it could be super useful in terms of just automating the strainers. And of course, if we wanted to in the future, we could even look at, no planks say, we could even look at, can I craft in here, like manually? I can't, nice. We could even look at, you know, auto crafting the strainers and sending those automatically as well, if we get to that point. So I think we do have blank modules in there. We do indeed. So if I put those in and hit request, blank module not found, piston not found. Okay. So it's a little janky, not gonna lie. Can I request some of these? Oak planks not found. Oh, it needs to be, oh gosh, okay. We want spruce planks? Spruce planks not found. Send them back. Give it a second. We should definitely have, like, faster pipes there, I think. Blank module not found. Let's send that back as well, chat. And then we can request 2, or at least 1. And it's using the wrong cobblestone as well. Gosh dang it, chat. It's a okay, but maybe we can do better in the future, though. Don't strainers in flowing water go faster? I don't think so. I did some testing off stream. I think, like, I did some testing with the old efficiency meter in a creative world, and these are, I think, as efficient as it gets. These are at plus 10%, which is what they get from this. Like, they're not losing efficiency from where they're currently at. I did try it with flowing water, and the efficiency didn't go up, so I have no idea. I don't think it gets any better, though. This is not what we're after. We're after a piston. Like that. All right. And then we should be, hopefully, fairly easily able to do something like this. Piston not found. The piston's on me like that. Oh, of course, this needs you. Okay, I don't know why that didn't move out. But either way, low extraction module acquired. And then the pipes themselves are not too bad, especially now we have that glass required to make them. So let's go ahead and make another set of these. I don't know why. I guess we have to clear this manually. Sometimes it doesn't like to clear, which is odd. But then if we hit request, glass not found, we can put the glass in. That's fine. Glass not found. That's awkward, chat. That's awkward. The fact that we can't. I'm starting to think maybe the item, maybe like not using this as a crafting terminal might be not a terrible idea. Like maybe just using a regular crafting terminal might be better, just because this is a little janky. Like the fact that you need to have the glass like in the system to be able to pull this back. Either way, though, for now, if we take maybe one more set of pipes, oh no, that's fine. If we take these pipes and we come over here, I think. Oh, the pipes can even be in water. That's super useful. So they don't actually get rid of the water either, which is real nice. And then let's just run this over to here. And I think, chat, if we set if we put an extraction module into the bottom one here, it's going to start pulling all of the items out of hopefully all 4 of the adjacent strainers. I notice right now it's only pulling out of 1, but I would hope that once this one empties, it might pull out of the rest. But it's pulling those items out and sending them over into here, which is exactly what we're after. In an ideal world, of course, we could have everything run through maybe like a tier 1 crafter from refined storage. And these are not too bad. This recipe here is a little janky, but it's not anything we can't make, like right now. So we could have everything run through a crafter first in order to, craft all these nuggets into ingots, which I think could be worth it. But this seems to be working. Chat, it's dark. So let me go see if I can't get some slime balls whilst we can. I do have food, so that's good. Ideally, we won't die here, but if we can get to our slime biome, or the swamp biome even, hopefully we can get some slime balls here. All right, so apparently we can't get slimes yet because it was a new moon, so that wasn't available. Somebody in the Twitch chat did, however, point out that we do have the storage scanner from RF Tool Storage, which is kind of like this crafting terminal here, but better. Which makes me a little sad that we wasted all of that compressed iron on making this, but, I want to try it out. I think we will stick with using the pretty pipe system for moving our items. Like this system over here is working really nicely. It is indeed pulling from all of the strainer bases to move all of our items, so I like that. And I also think if we can get that export or external, or whatever it's called, the module that allows us to send items, the retrieval module, I think getting those as well to move items to where they need to be is also going to be super useful. However, I don't think this crafting terminal is super great, especially not from a crafting perspective. It's quite good for just looking at what you have and being able to search through your chests and request items. But the crafting portion is a little janky, especially given that if you have the resources in there and click request, it doesn't recognize that it has the resources in there. So unfortunately, not really too useful. So if we're going to replace this crafting terminal, though, which I think we should do with the storage scanner, to do that, we have to make one of these guys. We do need a second ender pearl. Right now we have one, but I think getting a second one should not be too difficult. Just kill some endermen. But redstone torches, easy enough. Gold ingots, easy enough. And then the machine frame is where things get a little tricky, but I don't think too bad whatsoever. So the 4 blue doped wafers do require 16 teslatite and then 4 silicon wafers. Now, we might not quite have that amount of teslatite just yet. And also, I should be using this system, right, to find out how much we have. Oh, no, look at that. We actually totally do have Oh, no, we got 14. We're close, though. We're very close. So 2 more Teslatite should get us to where we need to go on that. And then from there, we also need these blue alloy ingots, which are made with yet more Teslatite and silver. So I think... And then there's also the circuit board, which is easy enough. We've made one of these already. So we just need more Teslatite, chat, if we're going to actually get another... get this storage scanner online. And the storage scanner will scan the area around it. It does require redstone flux, but we have that. It will scan the area around it for inventories, like these chests, and it will show what's in them, and then you can pull directly from the storage scanner any item that's in any nearby inventory. It's very good, and you can also craft within it as well. And so, unfortunately, I don't think the Pretty Pipes crafting interface is going to work for us. I think the storage scanner from RF Tools is going to do a much better job. But for now, though, let's go and see if we can't find some more Teslatite, especially now that we have all of this this new hammer. Y levels 1 to 20, so 11 seems about perfect. And I guess now we should probably get some torches. But we can just go in a straight line and look for some, chat. Ideally, not falling into lava as we go. Yeah, okay, so it's night again. Let's quickly drop some of our resources out. We got the Teslatite, though, which is very nice indeed. Let's head on over to the slime chunk and see if we can't get any slimes. Is it the right moon tonight, chat? Is this moon okay? I've been told I think that a full moon is best. Also, we have berries, right? Let me get some berries. But I think that basically, so long as it's not a new moon, I think we're good. All right. Slimes? The swamp did also seem rather dense with creepers last time. And obviously, ideally here as well, I said it before, but I should have made a diamond sword because I think I would also like to try and kill an enderman tonight as well, so we can actually make that storage scanner, because even if we get the Teslatite, we do need at least one more ender pearl to actually get the storage scanner up and running. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the slime population seems a little bare. Last chat, we might have missed our window. It's getting light again, which is unfortunate. Very much so. I do not see no slime islands in the pack. I believe that slime islands are added by Tinker's Construct, and the last Tinker's Construct has not yet updated to oh, chat. We have a visual. I'm fairly certain that slime is not going to despawn during the day, so I think we're fairly safe to spend a hot minute here trying to clear out the riffraff, as it were. The slime could prove tricky, though, if it tries to kill me whilst I'm getting attacked by other, more deadly mobs. Does the critical hit mechanic work on hostile mobs, chat? Like if you jump in and hit them, does it deal more damage? Yes? Oh, nice. Everything? In that case, then. Oh, let's not die. Let's eat some berries. I've got the annoying thing about the berries is if I'm looking at the floor like at all, oh, the berries are slowing them down, chat. I've succeeded. Oh my goodness. We could have probably done with like a tool that had looting or something on here, but I'm not going to complain at all. We have got like quite a nice cluster of slimes there. We've got 8 slimes. Nice. Nice. That is a mission success. I was accidentally, so when I go to eat these, if you right click to eat them, you can accidentally place them like I did there. But they kind of came in quite helpful there. They slowed the slimes down so I could hit them. Very nice. All right, let's head back and let's see if we can't make this storage scanner. All right. So, chat, now that we have the Teslatite over here, as well as this stuff down here, let's have a look again at getting this storage scanner. So, we do still need another ender pearl, but hopefully we can get that on the following night. For this, let's take the silicon wafers, which I think we have in here. We only need the 4, and we'll alloy smelter those up with the Teslatite. From there, we need 4 blue alloy ingot. That is silver and Teslatite. Again, easy enough. I think we should have silver in here. We don't. That's fine. I'm pretty sure we do have silver ore. We do indeed. I know I should be using our inventory scanner, chat. This guy here. But I knew where the silver was. Hence my lack of use there. We could also do with putting some coal in there manually. So control and left click will increase that by 10, by the way. And I'm assuming shift will do a stack. Yeah. So you can just click normally to go by 1. You can control click to go by 10. And you can shift click to go by stacks. Nice. I'm going to take the iron out for a second just so the silver can get smelted. That's doing its thing. And then for the circuit board, we need 2 basic control circuits, 1 infused alloy, and then 3 of those redstone alloys. So we do have basic control circuits. We even have the infused alloy good to go as well. We do need 1 more basic control circuits. That's some osmium in here. We do have to use this refined obsidian. Ideally, before we switch, let me just quickly check that I don't have another basic circuit board in here. I don't, unfortunately. Now, what can I use my refined obsidian for, chat? I could use it to make an atomic alloy, but that's not really too useful, given that we don't have the reinforced alloys at our hands. I think really all I can do here is use it to make more infused Teslatite dust, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. I'll take 5 here and just make 5 more of that. We are going to need more blueprints if we're going to make more tools anyway, so getting that, going is, I think, more than worth it. So let's go and throw you in there for silver. There we go. And I think we're pretty much there, chat. We do need to get some of this stuff. So we need red alloy, which is iron and redstone, and then more redstone after that. Easy enough. Okay, we need 3 of those? Yeah. I guess we can use this alloy smelter as well. It's not as efficient. Well, at least it uses fuel, right? Which is less than ideal, but it is definitely faster than waiting for this one to finish. And then from there, we can take you out. We can throw in a little bit of that redstone with some osmium. Again, we might as well enrich the redstone. Actually, I think we have a piece of enriched redstone lying around. We do indeed. It's hit and miss, chat, because using the enriched redstone here is more efficient. Actually, yeah, it's fine. I was going to say it's more efficient, but, it means that we have to use all of the redstone to get the efficiency out of it. But I can put, like, 8 osmium in here, and we can just get some control circuits for later. I'm sure we're going to need them. So you're done. We'll put that back in again to get the next set. That's almost there. 1 more to go. Is this not right? Oh, no, it is, but it has to be in the alloy smelter. Like the electric one. I see. Not a problem. Boom and boom. That's cooking away. Good stuff. Those are ready to go. So the circuit is pretty much there. And I think, chat, we're basically good to go. We've got the wafers. We've got the blue alloy ingots. We are currently making the redstone alloys. We've got the circuit boards. We've got the infused alloy. We can make the redstone torches. We've got the gold ingots. All we need is 1 more ender pearl, chat, and we are good to go. So for that next ender pearl, we are going to have to, of course, kill some kind of mob. And as mentioned earlier, I think I probably want to do this via silent gear. So let's have a look at silent gear. I'm not quite sure what sword we want. We have swords, daggers, katanas, machete, and spears in terms of weaponry, and also crossbows, I guess, and bows. Yeah, for now, let's go with a regular sword. We can always make a different one in the future. So let's do you and you. That gets us the old sword blueprint. And then for now, we'll just do something like this. And I guess maybe this. What are the stats on the stone rod? Durability down, enchantability down, and rarity down. I think the stone rod was one of the situations where we wanted to use bone, because it increases the durability and also increases the attack damage by 1.2x on the multiplier there. So that takes us up to 8.2x on the attack damage. Now, I did also mention these tips earlier and didn't make one. So what you can do is you can craft these tips and then add them to your tool. So for example, if you make an iron tip, you can add +1 harvest speed to your weapon. Or I think quartz here is going to add attack damage. It does. And to make it, we need 4 quartz and a upgrade base, which is made with polished stone, planks, and paper. So planks we have. How in the world, chat? Let me bookmark this. Do we make polished stone? Oh, just any stone, actually? Never mind. And I think we might have stone. We do indeed. So I think we should be able to make one of these, or 4 of these even. And then from there, we can go ahead and get the quartz tip. And if we add the quartz tip to here, you'll see it adds a little bit of weight to the top of our sword there. And it goes from an attack damage of 8.2 up to an attack damage of 13 as well, which is very nice. I think you can only have 1 tip on there at a time. You know, there are like lapis tips, which adds lucky 5, or lucky 5 or 4 even, sorry, which might also be good. But I like the raw attack damage available now. And we could also get, now that we have available upgrade bases, a tip for our Crimson Hammer as well. And I think, again, ideally, we probably just want one that has the highest harvest speed. Redstone multiplies our harvest speed by 1.4. Glowstone multiplies it. Oh, sorry, Redstone multiplies it by 1.2. Glowstone multiplies it by 1.4. And so I think that's probably the best option. I don't know if we have really any glowstone super close by in the Nether. We do. So getting the glowstone upgrade might not be too difficult for us, chat. I think I will mine some netherrack here and kind of just build a nerd pole over there. Beautiful. Of course, we don't need this much glowstone just yet. But, oh, I thought they might have been a bit angry at me there for a second. Thankfully, they're not. We don't need this much glowstone just yet, but having, you know, over a sack of glowstone is definitely going to come in useful, I think, later on down the line, should we need any. Now, before we upgrade our hammer, let's go see if we can't find an enderman. Because we do need that one ender pearl if we're going to make this storage scanner. And I think I might just go back to the swamp area simply because it's open and it's a lot easier to kind of spot mobs from a distance. Whereas the area that we're in right now is quite. Also, I have like wheat, right? I can get. Do I have wheat? I've got cooked pork chops. I also think I do have. Yeah, we've got tons of wheat. So we could make some bread or something as like a backup food source as well. I see you there. I see you there. Waiting in the wind for me to move. So slash home, swamp home. All right, let's see. Do we have more slime so we can get, oh, hello, little baby zombie villager. We do, does that fiery? Oh, it does. It has fire aspect too. Nice. So the crimson iron does come with fire aspect by default, which is very nice indeed. So alas, no ender pearls again due to the rain, but we have alloy ingots. And so, I think, chat, we have pretty much everything it takes to make the circuit board, and then from there we can make ourselves our first machine frame. And so, yeah, all we need now is that one extra ender pearl. We have 2 gold. It's RF. It's not RF, it's FE. RF and FE are interchangeable, so they're basically the same thing. But there we go. And we have the one ender pearl in here. Let's not right-click there, Isaac. I don't know if I'd throw it or not, but there's the ender pearl. We just need one more ender pearl, chat. And we have the old storage scanner. Well, that sucks, chat. That sucks. Alas, we've been unable to locate a single enderman. Unfortunately. And so it looks like we're going to have to hopefully try and find one at the start of the next stream and then use that ender pearl to make our storage scanner. But anyway, yeah, I think, chat, we're going to go ahead and wrap up with today's stream there. We didn't get that last ender pearl, which is unfortunate, but we are just one ender pearl away from getting the storage scanner, which we'll go ahead and throw together at the start of the next stream. Hopefully we can find just one singular enderman, which hopefully shouldn't be too bad. And then after that, Chaz also pointed out that the digital miner is not too difficult for us to make by the looks of it. It's, you know, a lot of iron, a lot of basic control circuits, and then some more of the refined obsidian that we've been making. But it doesn't look too bad. Steel's not too difficult. You know, we do have to get into the Powah mod, but that doesn't seem too bad. We could also do with getting that, but those better wind turbines, which we still, unfortunately, didn't get done in today's stream. But we'll look at getting better power. We'll look at getting automated mining. And hopefully look at getting a storage scanner as well. But for now, guys, as always, if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more streams in the future, go ahead and hit follow to get notified when I go live. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. BST, playing some compact claustrophobia. And then I'll be back with more QTech on Monday, if you're after this mod pack in particular. And Nick and I will be also streaming more vanilla Minecraft as well on Monday, if you want to check that out also. For now, though, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.